Where were we? I think we left our discussions at the end of episode 3 where Bryce gets introduced, person with not buff body but with personality, some
dad
personality.
Bod, but still cute, yeah.
I think Bryce's body looks like a dad bod in comparison to the other men in that show. Otherwise, it would look like a pretty fit person, I think.
Zishan, that's a dad bod.
I think your standards for body are kind of high, but alright.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
Okay, what happened in episode 4? Let's see some of the clips that I've saved up.
Like, I fell on Paul, he was like a talk show host when he came down. Same! He's got like that Hollywood vibe to him, doesn't he?
Yeah. Bryce is from LA. He lives on his boat. Like, I don't know if that means he's rich or he's broke.
That's a really good point. You live on a boat. Are you rich? Are you poor? What's up with you?
Yeah, Haley constantly gets painted as this dumb person on the show, but like that's such a good point to make. So
I
smart.
know, asking the right questions all the time. Go Haley. But also, like, I mean, even if Bryce was poor, I don't know, like, you can tell this man makes really good pasta. You just know it.
Yeah,
he looks like it.
He's got some sort of vibe around him, like some sort of like he's been in finer circles. Maybe he's from LA.
Yeah.
That means something. Bryce turns out to be a little bit toxic himself. Check out.
I have sex every day. And it's never with the same girl.
And something that I thought was kind of interesting, when Bryce gets introduced, Sharon sort of calls dibs on Rhonda.
We're all here for personal development, so I haven't been able to connect with anyone on a deeper level besides sex. Like, I kind of separate myself because my guard's up so high.
I got you.
Rhonda, I'm just hoping that I can open up to her, like, because I don't want to be heartless, or I don't want to feel like this my whole life.
So you and Rhonda?
Yeah, bro.
Aww.
So, but here's what I think. If you have to tell people that you have something going on with someone just so that they don't come in and swoop that person away, the thing wasn't that strong to begin with, you know? It's like, if you were with someone and that someone can be swooped away by this new person, then maybe the new person like should be swooping away that person.
That is in like a realistic real world scenario. These guys are on a show called Too Hot to Handle, where the whole objective is like, So I mean, it does make sense to be like, yo, this is my girl, okay? I mean,
yeah, but I feel like there are, so many boys and men like that in real life also, that like say, oh, stay away from that one. No, she can make her own decisions about.
True that, and it's not just boys, even girls. Like, haven't you heard of those unnecessarily possessive girls? I mean, it's like, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for your entire existence. Don't be that person. Like, oh my god, why are you talking to my boy? I mean, he's a human being. He needs to interact with people other than you.
Yeah, if swooping is possible, it's like the swoop belongs.
Yeah, y'all were never that strong, so calm down.
And then, okay, so in this episode, there was a workshop that the producers conducted, the show organizers conducted, which was not about non-verbal communication. Basically, they paired people up and they were supposed to communicate with each other just through looking at each other. I thought it was really interesting. And Kels and Francesca get paired up. Okay. Harry and her weren't so strong at that point. So...
Gonna hug. Another one.
I'd like to say don't get jealous, but Kels and Francesca, that is absolute bullshit. He's stealing my hugs, and the fact that she's enjoying her time with peanut brains is pissing me off.
Whoa, Harry, calling somebody else peanut brains is like, please.
Oh yeah, okay, so during this workshop was I think one of my first really big epiphanies about this show, which was that these are intelligent people, They all of them got insights out of this workshop of nonverbal communication, and I think it takes like a very developed mind to entertain theories like that.
Correct.
I didn't think it was real, but you can actually stare through someone's soul. Like, wow.
Do you feel more connected?
Yeah. Are you crying?
Yeah.
Aww, David.
Right?
David takes his shirt off, then he takes his feelings out as well. This is a very wholesome man. I like him. I like David. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
David was probably my favorite person in the whole show. I feel like that person deserved more than he got from that show.
Yeah, David definitely one of my favorites, but Harry's butt comes before David for some reason. Just his butt.
Yeah, so okay, what I was saying. I think that reality show contestants get painted in like a very sort of harsh light where they're like these dumb people that got selected because they're dumb, and that's all they are. They're just kind of like dumber than the average person. But I think that this workshop that the show conducted is a friendly reminder that, you know, these are intelligent people. Their normal is just different from most people's normal, but they've figured out how to exist with their normal. And
Correct. And you can actually see that David, like, you know, even in the first episode, David was like, I like Rhonda. And here he's actually connecting with her and, you know, he's feeling things. And that's really nice. Aww.
yeah. What else? What else happened in this one?
David, Rhonda, Sharon. Can I watch this clip? Oh,
Yeah.
This workshop, it's definitely opened my eyes to the position that I'm in. I genuinely like Sharon, and I genuinely like David. Gosh, Lana.
Maybe tonight we can have a chat.
This workshop was an eye-opener. I didn't think that I cared as much as I did about Rhonda, but I realized that I must have really been more deeply connected than I thought, than I gave her credit for.
Okay. That's...
You know, because he was getting accused in episode 3, and so he was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna have a connection in the show.
I'm not gonna leave you with true love. And Ronna's just like, bitch, what?
Yeah, and so he's such a player still at this point. He's like, there was a deeper connection with Rhonda than I gave her credit for. Like, she's supposed to arrange this special connection. Like, she's supposed to make him feel that way.
Boys, fascinating.
Okay, so there's like a big announcement in this particular show wherein they're all given watches.
Put it on.
Thanks, babe.
When your watch is neutral, the retreat rules apply.
Oh, shit.
When the watch is neutral, the house rules apply. But if it changes, then it...
You'll probably change the color to give us a second to connect?
Correct.
And so if they make a deep connection, Lana gives them a green light, basically.
Oh, that's why, like, in the last episode, it turns green and Francesca and Harry are like, yay, hallelujah! That was cute.
Yeah. So yeah, that happens. And so at this point, I was like, okay, maybe this show isn't entirely anti-sex, it's just anti-totally meaningless sex. Because in the beginning, I was like, why are they trying to like paint this picture that like relationships to be meaningful have to be like no physical connection at all? Why are they trying to like convey that moral? But they allow people to share beds, they allow people to make out once in a while if they make a connection, and they're like, you know, their parameters for when a connection is strong enough are pretty like not super difficult to achieve. And then big step for Kels and Francesca, they go on a date.
So the girl who's been involved in losing all the money so far is going on a date with the guy who's determined not to spend anything. Something's gotta give.
Thanks, Anna. You look beautiful, by the way.
So do you. You always look super hot. This is the cutest thing I've ever done in my entire life.
I've got dessert. I've got vegan dessert.
Stop. I like the idea of getting a green light, but I don't know if not getting one is gonna stop me from doing what I want to do.
To rule break or not to rule break, that is the question.
I think you carry like all the qualities that I look for in a guy.
But Kels doesn't do his definition of long term is less than 4 weeks.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a front. Like, I feel like if someone like Francesca were to tell him, like, do you want to get seriously involved, he'd be like, yeah, alright. But what's interesting after and during the date that happened was Francesca basically starts to go on a mission to try to get Kels to break the rules. Spoiler alert, he doesn't.
Of course he doesn't. Of course he doesn't.
Do you think we could shower together?
I feel like we'll know when it's the right time to have a shower together.
Yeah. I'm going to put in a little bit of work. Hopefully he doesn't reject me. Fingers crossed.
Keep your hands where I can see them, guys. Don't want any rule breaks.
Hard not to. Yeah, it was hard. Trust me, it was hard.
I can't even. I mean.
And that didn't count as a rule break. That didn't count as a rule break. I'm like, in which world is that not a little bit sexual?
Okay.
Yeah.
The confidence, dude. Oh my god.
Who's Francesca's?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's impressive.
Very.
Okay. This next clip is like a little bit weird, but let's check it out.
We haven't had a chance to talk.
If looks could kill, we'd be bringing out a body bag right now.
How are you, mate? You seem quiet.
Obviously, you're sneaking me. You see what I'm saying? This is going to cause tension between us. Now, I feel like you haven't been loyal to me. You haven't been honest with me. Obviously, you have feelings for her, to the point that you even cried during a workshop yesterday.
You've known that I fancied Rhonda from when I come in, right? We haven't had an opportunity, her and I, to bond or talk really until yesterday.
So you feel a romantic spark between you and Rhonda?
Yeah.
Bro, go for it. If that's what you want, bro, go for it. But I didn't have a connection with anybody else here.
I know that you have said, oh, I'm going to try and take my guard down, but you haven't.
I think by me already opening up to her and telling her about my past is me letting my guard down. I think she's amazing. If I couldn't build this with Rhonda, it probably wasn't going to get built.
He really cares for her. Really, all he wants is to be loved. He's not going to get that if I'm in the picture. Don't think for a second that when I've been feeling things for Rhonda, that you haven't also been in my head at the same time. If you're serious about how you're feeling about Rhonda, then I will step aside and let that happen. But that's only if you continue to step forward and step up and put yourself in that weak position. You guys should go for it. There's a smile. Fuck me. Come here. My man.
Always, bro.
Oh.
You watched it?
Yeah, they're hugging right now. Dude, these guys are. David is so cute. David is the cutest. What a nice guy.
But I feel
nice guy.
I personally think that it's a little bit bullshitty that he, like, Sharon just gets to ask someone to step aside for him. Like, what? It's like, if David and Rhonda had a connection and Sharon and Rhonda had a connection, they should take both of that forward and then, like, they decide later on. It's like too early on for Sharon to say to David, don't explore what you're finding with Rhonda because I'm here. It's a little bit like too selfish of Sharon, I feel.
It is also like, you know, I agree with that. I think Rhonda should have been given that chance. At least the decision should have been with her instead of these two, like, you know, figuring out between themselves. Rhonda should be deciding who she wants to go with.
For sure. Yeah, why wasn't she in that conversation?
Exactly. I mean, it's about her. She should be making that decision. But I also kind of see where, like, you know, I don't know, like bros and boys, they have this thing where, you know, it's a bro code thing, I suppose. And I have a feeling they're going to end up being like friends and shit in the future, because I think in like the later reunion episode also they talk about how they like each other a lot. Sharon and David, that is. So yeah, I guess it's just one of those unspoken rules of the famous bro code.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, that's a very yeah thing.
Oh yeah, so following Kels and Francesca's date, Francesca dumps Kels for not breaking the rules with her. It's in clip number 12.
I just need to laugh. This is amazing. Kels really needs to cool his whole I will not approach anybody, I will not break rules. Break some rules, motherfucker.
You cool?
Obviously last night kind of just made me think that like I'd had some like unresolved feelings. Harry and I started out like pretty strong, so I think we should just take a step back and like stay friends for now.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna carry on working out.
Okay.
See, this is another reason why I personally think Francesca and Harry are like a cute match, like sort of perfect match, because their level of horniness for each other is like at the same, right?
Yeah, but like, okay, so every time like Kels and Harry and Francesca break the rules, it costs other people money. It's a little bit selfish. Kels just, you know, Kels, I don't like the person, to be honest, beyond a certain point, but that's not one of his flaws, that he can like stick by the rules for everyone's sake. And it's when women do things like that.
It's not even that. It's like, see, first of all, to get rejected is a big deal. No matter how hot you are as a female, the fact that a boy said no, money over you is like, it hurts her ego, okay? And second of all, she actually goes and tells him that, like, you know, maybe we should just be friends. And you can see he is visibly upset. But what does he verbally say? Cool, I'm gonna go work out. Bro,
Yeah,
no.
he's getting friend zoned. I mean, like, yeah, it's like a little bit juvenile to not take it in like better stride. But I mean, he just wanted to cut ties at that point, I guess. But it's like Francesca dumping Kels over him not breaking the rules. It's when women do things like that that makes men go, I don't understand women.
What is there not to understand? This is like, it's not even about the rules anymore. It is about rejection. It's about acceptance and rejection. It's like I came to you. I like put soap on your ginormous biceps and shit.
Yeah,
and you
but
didn't
like
even do anything.
To indulge in that, Kels would have literally had to take money away from the fund for everyone. That's not okay.
But see, again, these guys came into the show without any money. Like, they didn't know money is going to be a factor. It was only after they got into the show that, you know, the Lana was like, oh, there's going to be money. And like, again, the money is going to be, like, you know, you'd have no idea how this money situation is going to work. So if money was never a problem to begin with and it was just added on later, for her to actually go and put herself out there and be like, yo, Kels, I like you, when she has another boy, it's just going like full puppy face for her. It's a little like, you know, it's not good for our egos. Women are not confusing. You boys don't know how to figure shit out.
Hey, don't look at me. I mean, okay, in that situation, I would have done what Kels did, not break the rules, because like I can't be selfish like that. There's like other people involved, and I would have been living with them.
It's about true love. What if there was a genuine connection?
After date 1, I don't think so. Anyway, so Sharon and Rhonda basically have a date on the beach where they reconnect, and Rhonda was all like, you know, you haven't been opening up and that's been difficult, and Sharon is like, I've been heartbroken in the past, so I have like trust issues, and Rhonda's just like, yeah, just like say things like that, you know, open up a little bit, and that's all I need, and they get a green light and make out. But at that point I thought like Lana was being a little bit biased because David and Rhonda had a connection too. They never got to go on a date.
David cried.
Yeah, they never got to go on a date. They never had a chance to get a green light. But I guess, like Sharon said to David, hey, back off please. And David was like, alright bro.
Maybe David is like an easygoing guy. Maybe he doesn't like to impose. Wait, let me watch this clip first.
This is adorable. If this isn't worth a green light, then honestly, I quit right now.
What?
You're just so beautiful.
Look at your watch.
Green light! Come on, lovebirds, start doing each other.
And then, following the Sharon and Rhonda date, they revealed that there's a secret private room on the island, and Rhonda and Sharon get access to that for the night. But it also gets announced that there won't be any more green lights.
Oh, so if they do something, then there's like money lost. Is there any money lost after this? Please tell me. I need to know.
So that gets revealed in episode 5. Let's go.
How much do they lose?
Over to episode 5 discussion and talk about that.
Oh, wait, I want to watch this clip.
Sharon and Rhonda, by communicating openly and honestly, you have taken your relationship to the next level. This has unlocked a night alone in the private suite. However, there'll be no further green lights this evening. This time alone is a chance to get to know each other more deeply without any distractions.
I'm a big tease, but should I just jump his bones? Or should I keep filling him out and seeing how far I can push him?
Okay. So in episode 5, shall we discuss the Rhonda and Sharon thing first, I guess?
Yeah.
Since we just touched
They
upon
just
it
got a
little bit.
green light and then Lana goes and throws them into a private room. Bro, money is going to be lost.
Okay.
The final shot was her sitting on top of him while he like held her bum, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Money was lost that night.
Check out.
We need the juicy stuff.
As soon as we walked in the room, it was beautiful. Like, it was candles, champagne.
The bed was just a massive bed. The bathroom was the bathroom had like a tub. So obviously the sexual tension was high.
I'm not gonna lie, I had like this.
We like made out.
Yeah,
It was like, I felt like it was forever. And it was just like magnets.
I ran the tub water, right? Turned on the water, poured a little oil in there. No! Well, I just dropped everything. Honestly, guys, probably cost us money.
Did he like touch it?
Yeah.
Did you guys have sex?
I got to the point where I was just like, I can't have sex with you.
But did you though?
Yeah, Sharon acts kind of like high and mighty about like, you know, and it got to one point where I was like, I can't like have sex with you. It's like, okay, right.
He did. They did.
No, but okay, so what happened was they made out and stuff and they shared a hot tub together. And then when Lana sat everyone down for a discussion.
Hello. Sharon and Rhonda have breached the rules.
Like rebels, Lana.
Fuck no.
The list of offences includes kissing, inappropriate touching of the, constant use of the, in the,
Bloody hell. God knows how much money they've spent. They're animals.
not to mention the,
so it was a total of $16,000 that they cost the group.
And I really like how Sharon is sitting and telling everyone the story, and very like cleverly and very strategically, there's no Kels in the room.
Interesting. Oh yeah. Check out.
You look perfect in the morning.
You also look perfect in the morning.
My plan of action is to dig deep with Bryce. He's not my usual type, but his personality is definitely worth getting to know more. Just in case he is a geezer in disguise.
So Chloe is basically like, you know, kind of calculative and intelligent about like deciding who her potential matches are, and she does that quite like consistently. I like that about her quite a lot.
Chloe is very smart.
Later, Chloe and Bryce
go on a date?
No, not like a formal date, but they like sit down to have a chat. Yeah, okay, so she basically decides to find out if there's a genuine connection there, and she takes on like a unique approach, which I kind of agree with.
I'm so used to doing naughty things, then connecting with someone, and now I'm like, oh, it's so systematic. Lana wants us to get to know someone, but then I'm like, oh, but then do I fancy him sexually? I don't know, but then I don't want to get to know someone if I don't fancy him sexually. So I think I'm just gonna go in for the kill.
It's hard to find a girl who actually is sweet and genuine, and you're beautiful. It's like you're like the perfect package.
Thank you. Why don't you kiss me then?
You want me to kiss you?
I mean, she has a very good point. Like, that shouldn't count as a rule break. Then what's the point of, like, you know, getting attached to someone and then finding out that you don't have any, like, sparks sexually, and that's just a bummer.
Yeah, and it's just a kiss. It's just a kiss.
Yes.
Check out Ep6.
Somebody cost them 16,000. Okay, one kiss is not a big deal.
Check out Ep6, please.
How's Chloe feeling?
Bryce is really lovely. I just don't know if the spark and the connection is there for me.
Right.
Ah, well.
Okay. That's
So,
fair.
this is something that I've experienced too. You can literally tell from a kiss if there's like a connection or not. Like, I think good kisses feel magical, and if there isn't like a genuine, like, intrinsic attraction for the other person that you're making out with, it basically feels like nothing. It basically feels like making out with tongue and saliva, which isn't a particularly enjoyable experience. And yeah, I feel like it's an important lesson that I learned in my life. Like, you gotta at least like kiss 2 people in your life, because then you'll know the magic of kisses, because you'll have something to like compare and contrast with.
I think I would say more than 2, because, you know, what if you don't like the 2 people and you're like, does all kisses like, or do all kisses like feel so bare? Then that's just sad. Go kiss a bunch of people. Nobody has gotten STD from kissing someone.
Not true. Not true. Yeah, you
Really?
can. It's type 1 herpes is off the mask, right? So you gotta like, you can like have a conversation with people if you have such a problem. It's totally fine.
I've never been in that situation, and I'm glad I haven't. So, what is next? Give me more gossip, Zishan!
So yeah, okay. So Chloe does that kiss test thing like once later on in the episode also, but she gets penalized for both her kisses, and I think that there are like, you know, flaws in the structure of the show because of things like that, because she has like very strong and I think good reasons for doing the kiss test. Anyway.
Yeah, there are definitely flaws here and there for sure. What is this Harry versus Kels? Do they like fight?
Yeah, so as we now know, Kels and Francesca had a thing, and then Francesca dumped Kels, right? But Harry doesn't know that Francesca broke things off with Kels, and so Harry, it took him some time, but he gathered the courage to go in and have a conversation with Kels about it.
Kels swooped in after me, and I would appreciate if we sat down, had a chat, and be like, hey bro, this is how I feel, this is what I'm gonna do. For me, there's a whole lot of lost respect, and I would appreciate it if you just said, hey bro, like, I know it's a shit time, but I really wanna crack on with Frankie.
You had your shot, it didn't work out. Fair play, walk away with your lesson learned. I don't need to play dirty. That's not me.
But that's how it looks. Like
if you think I've snaked you, that's something that's with you.
Because I thought me and you were like close, and I thought it would have been like a conversation that we would have had.
You had the first leg. You lost first leg. I had second leg, and I'm smashing it.
Kels, you do know you got dumped, right?
Whatever. She was like, oh, I would never be attracted to him. I would never sleep with him.
The difference between me and Harry is age and experience. And he's got all the blueprints. He's got the height, he's got the looks, he's got the chat. I mean, look, the fact he was able to get Frankie at that young age, you've got to applaud to that. But there's levels to this shit. I'm not trying to sound condescending whatsoever, yeah?
Here comes something condescending.
But we're not in the same league. Might be playing on the same pitch, but different leagues, bro.
Why is this man telling Harry after getting dumped that they're not in the same league? You're in the same show. Like, what?
Kels is so toxic.
Kels is so full of himself. My God.
So he basically must have taken the fact that, Francesca came to him after trying out Harry as some sort of validation that, Kels is better than Harry. That he's better than Harry. And it's just like the logic was off, and the way he went about communicating with Harry was a little bit tribal.
Yeah,
there's levels to this shit. It's like, what?
I don't think I think Kels is like too full of himself, and he is like at this point he's kind of full of shit, bro. What the fuck? And that's not. I mean, Harry genuinely likes Frankie. I think he calls her Frankie. That's so cute. And this man is just talking about her like, I don't see respect from his side also. That's it.
Okay. Last thing that happened in this show, one of the last things, was that Francesca and Harry reconnected. And I thought it was really cute because like Francesca comes and sits next to Harry, and like you can see like him have like a little bit of reaction just from that.
Wait, let me watch this. I just know this is gonna like make my heart explode.
And I miss him so much.
100%.
Yeah, he's here to kill it. Hello.
Hey. Sorry, can I interrupt quickly?
Of course, yeah. Enjoy your chat.
Hello. See you in a bit.
Oh.
Hey.
What's happening?
Not much. How are you?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really likes her. That's adorable. That's so cute. I know. Aww.
Harry says he doesn't want to break the rules when him and Francesca reconnect. That was shocking to everyone, including Francesca. In the end.